The rain, like the Watery before it, is a card connected to the element of water, and also rich in the poetry of duality. The kanji symbol at the top of this card is ame, meaning rainfall in Japanese, and her appearance is very similar to a later card, that of the cloud, suggesting that as clouds and rain are connected, the two characters are sisters. A prominent symbol on this card are the raindrop symbols, which form along her hair and clothes, as well as the jewel upon her third eye. This teardrop shape in nature is not a permanent structure. It only appears during moments of change and is quickly transformed, such as the raindrop hitting a puddle and dispersing into ripples. Even so, this shape is an interesting one, sometimes suggestive of the yoni, a symbol of the female principle and the nurturing aspect of the creative force. It's therefore related to the energy of the moon, and to water and to rainfall, wonderfully illustrated by this ancient symbol of the ankh, which means life, the top part of the teardrop shape containing the waters of life in the space of the womb, the bottom part of it being the birth canal of where the waters break and life is born. The rain entity is able to bring forth rains from the sky or from the cloud of which she sits on, and is described as a free spirit, mischievous in nature, and perhaps even taking joy in the chaos that bringing rain can cause. We today feel unconnected with the weather and the seasons. It's always either too hot or too cold, and we curse the rain and hide away from the sun, fearing that it will hurt us. Our ancestors were far more in tune with the natural order of the seasons, and they understood the fertile qualities of rainfall upon the earth and the harvest. In Hermeticism, to be in tune with nature is to join together the microcosm and macrocosm, to bring together the opposites and become one with them, and therefore to understand them. This is a symbology seen throughout the rain card. She wears double-pointed jester's hat, creating a division through the centre of the card. The ray of light from the sun touches the centre of this image at the top of her head, in an area known as the corpus callosum, the midline of the brain. Here, the consciousness is split into two outlooks in life, the left side, symbolic of logic, fact, and the orderly world of the mechanistic, and the right side of the emotional, creative, and abstract world of art and dreams. By bringing them together, as is seen when the 2 points of the hat meet as the raindrops touch at the bottom, one joins together the opposites and performs that great work of Hermeticism. These drops are also of interest in illustrating the effects of nurturing the consciousness with new experiences. If we imagine one drop is blue and the other is yellow, and we join them together, they would become green. After this, even if we separate them again, they would not return to their original colours, suggesting that when we are touched by the energy of experience, it remains in our consciousness and changes our thought patterns and experience forevermore. Another large teardrop is suspended in her hands, here almost certainly representing her energy of water and rain, and behind it is an inverted crescent moon shape with 2 more teardrops at the bottom points. This is reminiscent of the north node of the moon, or Caput Draconis, the dragon's head. It's one of 2 nodes falling opposite to each other, of which the lunar orbit passes through in the plane of the ecliptic. As well as a duality and further reference to the hemispheres, these nodes in astrology are indicators of the soul's journey, the north node where it is going, the south where it has come from. In some depictions, the north node is the head of a dragon, and therefore is connected with the cultivation of food to nourish and sustain us and keep us going on our journey. In natal astrology, where the north node is placed, provides one with the essential direction of the soul's journey, and its growth. It provides it an avenue of life where that achievement, that expansion of the consciousness could be most easily cultivated. Combine this with the above raindrop, and we can see that where rain falls, crops will grow and become abundant, the rainfall feeding and cleansing the earth and the things of which live upon it. Furthermore, her costume of the jester is symbolic of the fool, one of the most important symbols in the tarot, of whom, like the North Node suggests, is on a journey, a soul journey, and he passes through this universe, experiencing that growth along the way, as he too is nourished by the knowledge of the characters of whom he encounters. Although the Fool is often shown as male, traditionally this character is androgynous, bringing once more into balance the opposing forces of duality. The Fool is also zero. It can be placed either at the beginning or at the end of the major arcana, and because the major arcana is the representation of this journey of the Fool, he is present throughout every card and therefore needs no number. He is above and beyond the universe as he walks over that precipice on the very first card and sets foot into the unknown. For many tarot readers, it is described and assumed that we are all the Fool, we are all on our own journeys through life, and we encounter all of these characters at various points during our own experience. The symbols of the moon nodes and the duality of experience can be found once again at the feet of the rain, where her shoes are shaped as both waxing and waning crescent moons, once more associated with the passing of seasons and the harvest of which is to come with it, and therefore the endless growth of universal consciousness, collecting and observing all of the experiences on all of the different journeys and becoming conscious and aware of itself in the process. Herein lies the secret of the rain. For when the card is drawn, it's a card which asks us to experience that nurturing, that growth, and to enjoy and cherish the experiences which come along with it, which will be both good and bad along the way. In the story, she caused another card, the Wood, to overgrow in Sakura's house, and so she asks us to enjoy the abundance of our journey through life, and to allow our cup to overflow.